choice every time to do every run.
Great. There we go, that's it. Here we go.
You're responding to a call, and the call would go to WCA in Jamestown, for example. You would be gone from your job for at least 2 hours, whereas if you went to Westfield, it might be less than an hour.
Charlie said 2 hours. I don't know whether that's correct. I think you'd be there probably 3 hours, including a return trip, to take care of an individual.
There's at least 150 emergency responses that are transported to Westfield Memorial Hospital per year from our fire district. We as a fire department feel that we would definitely lose lives, and there would be definite difference in loss of lives if the emergency room at Westfield Hospital was closed.
In terms of its finances and how it is maintained and operated, has no financial impact on the community or the state, and I just do not comprehend how the interest can be in reducing the facility or doing away with it entirely. It makes no sense.
Closing down Westfield, I think it is a big mistake.
I was born there. It's an excellent hospital.
I don't want them to close the emergency room at all. We need that emergency room there.
If this emergency facility is shut down, there will be more loss of life related to people in Chautauqua County.
October 16, 2009. Dear Governor Patterson and Mr. Daines, I am writing to express the support of over 50 Amish families in the Westfield Mayville area to keep the greatly needed ER open 24/7 at the Westfield Memorial Hospital. I have lived in this area since 1976, and in these years I have not seen anything as unacceptable to the general public as the idea of closing the emergency room at Westfield Memorial Hospital. As a group, we, the Amish, plead, please, keep the Westfield Memorial Hospital open for everybody's sake. God bless everybody concerned. Representing the Amish, Mose W. Byler.
It's a small town that functions well. It's a small town that has gone through some rough times, especially with the closing of the Welch's office in 2001. It's taken a number of years for Westfield to revitalize itself, to start attracting talent to this area. But the institutions in Westfield, including Patterson Library, the YWCA, the town and village governments, the McClurg Museum, and the hospital have all worked together to make sure that we are all moving in the same direction. A lot of young families have been moving to this small rural town because we've got diversity. We've got leaders who think progressively. As a father of young kids, it's terrifying to think that if we had an emergency, the closest emergency room would be Dunkirk or Jamestown. In my mind, that's just not good enough.
When Welch's left,
in 2002. So much of the town was affected. There were 93 jobs that were lost to this community. Each job, with their families, between $30,000 and $50,000 per employee. That's $3.9 million of income that was lost to Westfield. If Westfield Hospital and the emergency room close, there are 100 positions of full and part-timers and per diems. There is also training here between the schools, the residents, the Amish. Not just Westfield. It's Sherman, it's Portland, it's Ripley, it's Brockton. There will be it's 5% of the population is Amish. There will be so many people that won't be able to get care. They'll die in transit, especially in the winters. The winters are rigorous. My family has been here since 1868, and so many of my generations have been through Westfield Memorial Hospital. I have 6 siblings, 2 parents, my grandparents. Everyone in my family directly have used the Westfield Memorial Hospital. It's very comforting as you get older, knowing that there are services that you may eventually need. I've personally already used the emergency room, the Westfield emergency room, twice from anaphylactic shock. I have antibiotic allergies. When you suffer something as extreme as anaphylactic shock, you have a limited number, so a need for speed, and you have a golden time that you can be treated before death.
This is a town that's thriving. One of the key ingredients, one of the key